Hey, what is up guys, welcome back, and this is my top 5 apps for the iPhone. But first off, I just want to mention this new case I have on is the actual 6S Plus version from Spigen of the Ultra Hybrid series, and the difference is the metal buttons here. Now in my review I did a couple of days ago, that was the regular 6 Plus case, but apart from the buttons it's exactly the same. So let's just get into this. Okay, so the first app up is Skye Guide. Now this is a really neat app. It does cost some money, I think it's about $2.99, but it is an Apple recommended app and it allows you to view the nighttime sky and see all the stars and the planets, the moons, and the satellites, and it's really cool. So here it is down here. So when you go into it, it will look kind of dark and you'll be able to see sort of shapes and animals and things. And if you click a button at the top, it will actually track your movement on the phone. So if you're outside, you can actually point it at stars and you can click on it and it will show you information on what the star is. So if I just click on Neptune, and then I click the little eye for information, it'll tell me a little bit about it, the visibility of it, it'll show me all the info and you can read up on it, and there's a couple of pages of stuff. But you can track satellites as well as stars, shooting stars, asteroids. It's really cool, and it's definitely a really good app to get if you want to do nighttime photography, in case you want to, so you know what you're looking at. But the next one up is Send Anywhere. And this is a really useful app if you want to transfer files from your iPhone to your Android device or your Windows phone or your PC or your Mac or your Linux. So you can transfer all between them, between Macs and Macs, iPhones and iPhones, all the different platforms it works on. So first off, you're going to want to open the app, and when it's open you're actually going to want to hit send, just there, and you're going to select the file. So at the top you get the choices of the different file types, and I've just selected a picture. I've hit send and now it comes up with a code there. So I just go on my other device with the application, hit receive, and then I type in the code and hit receive, and it will download that file onto that device. So I hit receive, there we go, it's now downloading the picture I just sent, and it'll pop up and ask me where I want to save it. Let's just say desktop. Let's hit save, and there we go. The file is now on my desktop. So that's a really neat way to transfer videos, photos, music, any other file on your device between different operating systems. It's a really useful way of doing that. So I find it especially useful when transferring files between iOS and Android, and also between Android and Mac, as you can't use AirDrop or anything like that. But you can also send from your Mac to your phone. So if I send a song, let me just pick one, NCS Infinity. I'll just choose that, hit send, it'll upload the song, come up with a code, and you can actually use QR, you can actually scan it on your phone, which is neat. So now I've scanned it, it'll download, and I'll be able to play back the music, and yeah, it's pretty cool. The only thing is you can't actually save it into your music app, and you can only listen to it within the Send Anywhere app. But you can also get Documents, which is an app I'll be showing you next, near the end, and you'll be able to move it around there. Okay guys, so this is Documents, and this is the app I was just talking about, which allows you to move files around your iOS device. So if you want to move a music file into a folder, or you want to move some pictures into a folder, then you can do that with this app. So it's definitely a really great app, and you can use your fingerprint to actually lock it, which is neat, and you just put your finger on it, it will use Touch ID to unlock it, so you can put important files in here. Now a great thing about this, especially for the 6S, is that you get Force Touch, or 3D Touch, whatever you want to call it. If you force down, you can actually view quickly into files and folders, pictures and things. You can move your pictures into other folders, and you can move them into a downloads folder, which is neat. And you can also get all different file types, and it's just great overall. You definitely want to get this if you've moved from an Android. You can also download files from the internet, so you can download YouTube videos or music, anything like that, movies, and you can actually store them on your device in the downloads folder and save them to your Dropbox, which is neat. You also get iCloud Drive, which you can save movies to as well. And in the settings here, we can choose a various amount of options. We can choose to enable a drive, so we can actually get into the phone from other devices on the network, so we can actually stream media from the phone. You can also change the PDF viewer to a third-party one, which is neat. And overall, there's a lot of customization here. So there we go, 3D Touch. It's really neat, and I'm glad this app supports it. Not many apps do right now. Instagram and this app are probably the best at it. Also Pinterest, but I have a video on that for 3D Touch and the best apps for it. But overall, it's definitely a great app to get. Now, Scannable is up next, and this is a really good app if you don't have a scanner and you just want to scan in some files, maybe from school or work, or if you want to send someone a document, then this is definitely a great app. Now, this is kind of like there's another scanner app out there, I can't remember the name, but it's like a greeny icon kind of thing, but this app is much better. This app is so fast, and it allows you to make multiple documents into a big file, and I'll just show you how fast it is. It will lock on perfectly, and it will convert it all into text, and you can go in and view it. You can tweak it a bit, you can go into the edit, you can delete it, share it, rotate it, crop it, restore, so that'll actually undo everything you've done to it. And you can also save it into your gallery if you want to just forward it on to someone in Instagram or in Facebook Messenger or anything like that. So it's really neat, and I do use this a lot. It's really good if you want to just scan in something quickly and you don't want to have to fiddle around with your scanner, or maybe you're away somewhere and you don't have a scanner, then it's really good. So AmpMe is up next, and this is a really fun app. It's not so useful, but it's also really fun with your friends. So if your friends have this app, if your friends have an Android, then that's fine. If you have iPhone, that's fine. It works across the platforms. But this allows you to actually stream media between the devices and play them out of the speakers on all the devices connected. So you can kind of get a giant amplifier. So if I just choose a song here on the iPhone, it'll pop up with a code, and then all I want to do is enter it in on my other device. So say I choose Eminem, it'll come up with a code, and I just type that in, and it will connect to the phone, and it will actually send a frequency out of the iPhone so that the Android can pick it up, and it'll sync the devices. So the devices will actually sync together so that the music isn't like delayed or anything like that. So that would be a big problem, but luckily this app fixes that, which is great. Now, it takes a little bit to pause because it actually has to transmit the signal to the across the network into the other phones to pause them at the same time. But apart from that, it's a really great app, and I would definitely recommend it if you're out and about with your friends. Maybe you want to play some music at a party or something like that, or maybe you're on a bus journey, then it's great. Any situation, if you want to play music, you can get a really loud surround sound system using your phones, which is cool. So there we go, guys. Independent speakers on each phone will play out loud. If you put them together, it makes a giant speaker. Simple as that. Really cool. So the last one up is Waze, and this is a bit of a strange named app, but it allows you to view traffic situations as well as plot traffic situations. So if there's police near you, you can plot that down on a map. If there's a traffic jam, you can report it, you can send pictures, you can message other people in the jams, and you know, it's really neat. I've just blurred my location so you can't find me and track me down, but if I show you some situations here, this is a bit of the countryside, but if I show you maybe like a motorway, it will show you that there's a speed camera there. So now if I'm going across the bridge, I know there's a speed camera. People have warned me what the speed is. People will tell you whether there's police undercover hidden around the corner. It's great. People will even tell you what color the light is on, the traffic lights, and whether there's like a jam or anything like that. But it's definitely a really cool app. So as I can see, there's a traffic light there, and I can move around, and it will show you other people using the app, and you can message them, as well as you can plot map issues, hazards, gas prices, police, accidents, anything like that. It's great, and it also shows you your speed. You can add all your friends on here and message them where they are and things. You can add your location, your home, your work, and overall it's a great app. I definitely recommend it for a GPS app. So anyway guys, that's it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed my quick video, so thanks for watching.